All right, so we are looking at a gimbal. Yep, the gimbal, it's right here, gimbal. So this is the Vimble 2A. So the 2A from Feiyu Tech. Previously, I had reviewed the Vimble 2S, I believe it was, and that's the one that they have for the smartphone. But this is for action cameras. So your GoPros, your Akasos, your Insta360s, whatever you have. And a lot of those actually have some pretty good stabilization in them. But is this something useful to help get it even better? You know, if we're looking at getting that camera out, we're trying to get that cinematic shots, whatever it is, having that camera further from us, especially if we're doing, let's say, vlogging, then being able to get that camera out, which I like with the Vimble series because it has an extendable arm on the gimbal, which I really like, and I really liked it on the Vimble 2S, is that, you know, especially with a GoPro, and not so much with the GoPro 7 and 8 because they don't have a front screen, but let's say the GoPro Hero 9 has a front screen, and we're actually going to test it with a Hero 7 because that's what I have, and it has pretty good stabilization without question. This hopefully will make it even better, but I'm also going to test it with an Akaso, and this is the 7LE, and I want to see, this one has a front screen, so in that kind of vlogging scenario where you got this out and you're like, I just want to test to see what that video is it more stable? That's kind of the concern. So 2 tests, and honestly, I'm just going to walk up and down the street. We're not doing anything crazy. That's no crazy. It's cold outside. It's like, I don't know, high of 1 degree Celsius today. When I got up this morning with wind chill, -14. It's like the beginning of November. What's happening here? It's not good. So anyway, testing on a GoPro Hero 7, testing on the Akaso 7LE because it has the front facing screen. So I want to try that. And this one, really, stabilization on it is okay. It's okay, but I'm thinking this will help for sure on something like this. So it may be a good purchase for those of us that have spent a little less because we wanted to, and I get that. I have this one, but want to improve or be able to up our game in regards to stabilizing the footage. So we're gonna crack open this box and we're gonna take a look at what it comes with, and then we'll go outside and give it a rundown, little test. I'm not gonna run, just so you know. All right, coming up. Okay guys, so this is it. Feiyu Tech, you can see here on the Amazon listing, 129 bucks. That's Canadian right now. So of course, for those of you in different areas, don't be like $129. Well, that's Canadian. In your part of the world, that you'll have different currencies. I'll put links down below, as I always do for you guys, so you can kind of peruse down there. But right now, 140 ratings, giving this thing 4 stars. That's okay. We know with any product that's out there, people are gonna be like, it didn't fit my needs. And that's cool. But here we are, the 2A handheld gimbal stabilizer for GoPro Heroes. It says 7, 6, and 5. New portrait mode, long battery life with tripod and carry case. Now, it does say with GoPros, and I believe, I'm just saying this because I'm not 100% sure, I believe if you have a GoPro connected to this, again, 7, 6, or 5, you can get the controls. You can use the controls on the handle to be able to control some of the GoPro features, like the start and stop, which is a big one of the recording, right? So if you look here, we'll scroll down just a little bit. Vimble 2A, lightweight action camera gimbal, featuring, this is my favorite, 18 centimeter extension rod. Awesome. Wi-Fi connection makes it easier for daily shooting, recording, time-lapse, etc., etc. Gimbal stabilization for GoPro Hero. Now it says 8765. Now it could be 9 as well. I don't know. And it could be that this, I believe, came out before the 9 was released. So that makes more sense. Change the optional gimbal clip to be compatible with action cameras like the Yi 4K, SJ6 Legend, Rika, Features quick mode switching and incline the handle can quickly enter portrait mode. Portable and easy to carry, that's nice. 277 grams, so you guys get a weight there. And more, here we go, more labor-saving action camera gimbal stabilizer. Yeah, why wouldn't you want that? It's also equipped with a 1300 milliamp battery, which should give you about 10 hours. 10 hours of gimbal. 10 hours of gimbal goodness. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're loving. 10 hours. Okay, here it is, Vimble 2A. Here's the box. Camera control with Wi-Fi. Excellent. Portrait mode, built-in extension pole. Yep. And a bunch of QR codes, Bluetooth. I'm guessing the QR codes will either take you, it looks like it takes you to their Facebook page and to their YouTube site. So, cool, I guess. You know, if you want to go check them out on the social medias, on the YouTubes, you're good to go. All right, cracking that open. You know, the cat ran in here the other day. Just ran in here. And I was like, get out. Out, you're not supposed to be in here. And now there's cat hair. I'm like, I don't even know. How does, like, she's in here for like 8 seconds. Cat hair. Crazy. Anyways, okay. Crack that open. And it's a nice box, nice packaging for sure. My favorite part is the extension pole. It shouldn't be the favorite part, but I love, you know, we all are like, selfie stick, silly. But anything that can get that camera out a little further, it's always good. All right, here we go. So, little foam. Oh, it comes in a little, that's nice. It comes in a little pouch. That's cool. Quick start guide, manual stuff. We want you, warranty card. Cool. Put the box over there. More cat hair. Sweet. And you do get a cool little, we'll put it like that, Feiyu Tech Gimbal. There it is. I'm curious, the quick start guide. Oh, it's okay. It's a big fold out sheet. All right, so here we go, fold out sheet. So font wise, pretty okay. Yeah, that's definitely legible. So it shows you how to, little overview, how to mount the action camera, how to power it on, mounting plate, how to extend and reset the handle, how to charge, and a disclaimer. Oh, and here's your QR code for the Feiyu Tech app for either the iOS or for Android. So keep that handy because that's where you're gonna get your app from. So that's okay. I will keep that handy because I'm gonna download it. Now what I'm not gonna do in this video is go through the application because I'm not. Okay, we're gonna test this. So here it is. I like the little case. That's handy. You know, what more do you want? Sure, you might want a hard case. Well, you're not getting it. So you get the gimbal. Okay, that's nice. Nice little clamp that's gonna go around your GoPro or whatever camera you're mounting that to. Very cool. What else do we get? We get a little mini tripod. This looks very similar to the one that came with the 2S. So that's gonna be able to mount on the bottom. I'm with you so far, right? That's looking like a little bit of A-OK, I think. You guys can't see it in there, but there you go. You're welcome. Yep. Okay, I like it. And we get, and in the case, just so you guys can see it, it has little spots, right, for everything. That's gonna go to the handle around here. That's gonna be for the tripod. And you get a little spot down here for your cable. So this is your charging cable, and it is micro USB to USB-A. You guys can see that there. And you get a little, looks like a little hand strap that you can kind of mount on, oh yeah, mount right down here. So if you wanna put a hand strap on there, you can. You guys see that over there? Little hand strap on that one. Just mount it in there, and your hand strap ready to go. My hope is that this thing is charged already, and we can fire it up. So case is nice though. It's nice. It's small. It does the job. It's not super padded, but it's padded enough, right? It'll do it. You don't want it too big because you're got a GoPro. You're action camera ready. You don't, maybe you're not carrying like a big bag for the camera gear because, you know, you're ready to go do actiony stuff. So small is good. I appreciate that. Okay, so on here, the only looks like there's a lock right here. So just be aware of that. You kind of have to, it's locked, so you kind of have to do that to kind of get it in the spot. Is there a lock up here too? Yeah, lock up in this one. So when you're ready to run it, just get it out of that so the locks break free. But keep them locked when you're like maybe mounting the camera. So my GoPro's here. I'm pretty sure I have a battery somewhere, I think. So we're gonna put a battery in here. Very good. And this should just, as far as I know, you just kind of take this and this kind of loosens so these go as out as they can so that it makes room for the actual GoPro. So I think that's why they kind of talk about only certain GoPros, because they have to be, sounds funny, but they have to be thin enough, I guess, thin enough to fit in this little spot. And they have to also be, you guys can see that here, I hope. They have to be able to fit there. So if they're too tall, they also won't fit in there. So my hope is, which way is this gonna go? I'm hoping, maybe the lens sticks out. Yeah, maybe the lens sticks out this way. Okay, so I'm gonna get these out. You don't have to hang around. I'm gonna get the camera mounted. I'll be right back. All right, so I think I got this mounted. I think it's right. So just so you guys can see it, hopefully up here. And I haven't looked at the instructions. For you guys, I definitely encourage looking at the instructions. But I'm guessing this goes around the front, so this snugs in right. Then your screen stays open. So this on the front, it just kind of slides right up to the mount. This is, you just tighten these back up. This feels nice and fluid, as far as I can tell. That's the hope. Is this gonna fit in there is the question. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. So I may not be able to test this. I'm gonna find out. We're gonna find out in a second, but maybe not. So just watch that. There's thickness issue with that, right? It does say there that compatible stabilizers, and change the optional gimbal clip to be compatible with more. So change the optional. I don't know, did I get the optional? Because as far as I know, there's nothing else in here, I don't think. Because my guess would be this piece here would need to possibly just be thicker. Yeah, I don't see it in this one. Maybe it's something that you can buy optionally, maybe. So I think we're just gonna test the GoPro today. Just testing the GoPro. That's okay. Let's make sure that it's got charged and I got this thing in the right way. So all the locks are unlocked. There's a power button right here. So that's excellent. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so that seems right. Everything's facing the right way, right? So there you go. Oh yeah, no, that's good. Right? That's nice and stable, for sure. And on the back here, you get a little blue flashy light. So I'm guessing in the GoPro, you could tell it to connect to this, would be my guess. Again, I'm not gonna go through that whole part of it, but because this has a record button and all that, I would think that you should. And this is gonna, of course, the joystick and all that's gonna control the gimbal. You do have this, so if you tap on it, let's see, yeah, 2 times recenters it. Let's see, go 3 times, just try 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll bring it around this way. So you may notice, I'm noticing, that my GoPro is upside down. Now, I don't know if maybe I have this mounted wrong. They have it, yeah, maybe they have it, they seem to have it lens in. So maybe that's what I'll do, because I have it lens down. So maybe you have to spin it around so the lens is closer. It looks like that's how they have it in their photos. All right, I'm gonna do that, and then we'll go outside, but you don't need to watch me. These are gonna have to come off. I'm gonna flip it around, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and we'll go outside. Cool. All right, guys, so we have it all connected. As far as I know, it's all connected. So I even connected it through the app. Look at this. People that deliver flyers, just stuff on the ground. It is what it is, I guess. But here's the little extension pole. So it's not crazy long, but you guys can see, you know, instead of being like here, I'll actually turn this on. Ready? See if it'll start recording. I'm kind of excited. Try. And recording. Nice. So that's, you have to do it through the Feiyu Tech app, just so you guys know. So I tried to do it directly to the GoPro. Didn't work. You have to use the Feiyu Tech app. Lots of videos online showing you guys how to do that. So I'm not going to do it because this video will be like 9 hours long. But actually really easy once you kind of figure it out. But getting this out, right, just extending that allows you to get your hand down more to kind of natural position, which is really nice. You guys can just kind of float around like that. It does have the ability, you guys can see it, to tilt the camera up and down, right? Get it right or left if you want to, which is cool. And there's a button on the side here, hopefully you guys can see it, that would allow you to get the camera on an angle. So if the camera's, you want to give it that little shot. Yeah, that's what I call it, the shot. And if you can't figure out how to get it exactly straight again, you just double click the handle on the back, right? Double click. You'll see it reset. And then a triple click will bring it back into this mode. And then you can get it all just kind of lined up. But at least the horizon is pretty much kind of perfect again. Now, you also, there's a trigger on the back here. So you'll see when you don't have the trigger, it kind of wants to keep that level, right? So that everything's kind of, the camera stays upright. So no matter where you position it, it's always there. If you hold the trigger down, you'll see she tilts, right? So if you want to be able to tilt with it, you can kind of get it where you want it like that, and then let the trigger go, and you're good. And then really to turn it, all you're doing is kind of just spinning your wrist, which is actually kind of nice. So you just kind of spin the wrist a little bit, and so when you're walking, you get it, you just kind of tilt it, right? You just kind of tilt it, and she kind of moves with you. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool. And then when you're done, you have that stop button. Just tap, and you're good. So let's go for a little walk, shall we? Just to see what it's like out. Actually, the other thing I really like too, just before we go for our walk, is especially in like times like this, is that because this, you know, you can just keep that level. You see the camera kind of just stay at that horizon. You get shots like this. I'll just turn this back on. So that's on now. We can kind of come down here and be like, okay, let's get a nice, just a little shot as we walk across this. And then to pull up, like that's, you're going to do that without something like this, right? You could even do something as dramatic as coming into a leaf. So we'll come, I don't know how dramatic it is. You get my point though. Kind of come across, do a little pull up, and then all the way through. Yeah, that's cool. I think that would be cool. Or a pullback shot. Yeah, that's handy. That's handy. I think that would be really nice. And just knowing that you can kind of start somewhere like here and just kind of angle yourself up and kind of come through all this. I just hit something, of course. Make sure you do it better than I do. Kind of come up here and just come on now. That's a whole bunch of awesome, I think. All right, that's pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna go on the street. Hold on. Okay, so we're just doing a walk forward a little bit. I'm not using the GoPro's audio, so it's not an audio test by any means, but you guys can see this little walk. You guys see the plane up there, maybe? Let's hold the trigger so you guys can see up top. Little plane coming in, right there. That looks, I don't even know what kind of plane that is, maybe military. All right, bring it back down, let go of the trigger, nice and steady. Oh yeah, that's really cool. And then, we're like, oh, I need to do some vlogging. So 3 times. There she goes. And now you're rocking and rolling. Oh yeah, that's the sweetness. And I'm hoping this will be a little bit more steady, more stable, I think. So you guys can see how that's doing. And you can get that like way out there. So normally you're not going to be able to hold your GoPro that far for sure. Oh, it's cold out here. It's, did I say how cold it was? Yeah, it looks lovely. You see my breath? Yeah, it's like, I don't even know. Like, got my hands tucked in. It's like minus, it's not like, it's like -3 or something like that out. Oh, yeah, it's chilly out. So that's That's long enough, but you guys get the idea. Come on, that's nice and steady, I think. Right? And if you want to do something crazy, you can just be like, I'll just tilt that. Because why wouldn't you want to do that? I don't know. Tilts it back. Right? Find that nice little angle. There you go. Oh, it's cold. I don't like this. People driving by in their warm cars. Yep. Looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing it for you guys. Because you matter. Now, I am going to try it. I got my little Akaso here, right there. Little Akaso. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if I can get it to fit. All right, hold on. I'm back. We're going to see if we can get that to fit. One sec. All right, so the simple answer is yes. Yes, it does connect. Look at that. Well, it doesn't connect. You can't use any of the remote functionality that you would with the GoPro, but it balances, and really, that's all we care about, right? So we care about that, and we're coming over here, right? Little walk, which is nice. We won't go very far. Just, you guys can see the stability, because the Akaso's decent with stability. Not great, decent, right? So I think this will help a lot in a camera like this, for sure. So we can give this a nice little walk. We'll come back and do the leaf test with this as well. But yeah, I think that helps a lot, and we got it out there a fair bit, right? We can do that nice little lower, get it down there. Up she comes, and then we'll spin it around. 1, 2, 3. Now the other thing with this one, which is nice, if I hold the mode button down, I think. Yeah, see there, we got front screen. So now, turn that back on the recording. There we go. Now we can actually see ourselves in the shot, just to verify that we're framing ourselves right. Oh yeah. I don't see how stable that is. I think that's going to be actually nice and stable. And again, you can kind of see how far I have that out to get that shot that I want. And kind of be like, oh no, it's just me. I'm here with my film team, you know, wandering around. Yeah, that's already. Now it doesn't fit perfect because it's a bigger camera width-wise, but not as tall as the GoPro. Oh, the wind's cold. Let's make my eyes leak. So, but let's do the leaf trick. Let's see how it does with the leaves, just to kind of get that stability again. So we're gonna flip this around. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you can do it. Are you that cold? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm doing it wrong. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna come down here, do that shame deal. Ready? Nice little push. You can see GoPro versus Akaso. Nice. We'll do this. Ready? Up, up, up. Oh, one nice continual shot. Oh, that's good. Or we could do this through the leaves. Ready? I think right there. Okay, so if you do this, and just kind of a nice little, look at the tree in the shot. Ready? Just kind of come up there. You get the nice sun peeking out every once in a while. Oh yeah, that should look good. I think. I don't really know. Alright guys, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to take a look at this footage. And I think I'm going to be happy with it. I think so. Alright guys. Cold. So cold. And it's only going to get colder. Only going to get colder. And I don't like that. Alright. Oh, it's already nicer. Okay. Alright guys, so back inside where it's warm, because it's, like I said, it's a little chilly outside. So, what do I think? Yeah, I just spent some time looking at the footage, and that light's, hold on. It's definitely better. There's no way that, especially with the Akaso. So the Akaso does fit. You guys can see it here. I got the stabilizer on there. There's the Akaso right there. It fits. Now you just have to take the pins like all the way out to mount it, but that's in there, right? Runs, works great. Yes. Oh yes. So that's really nice. You just have to watch thickness, right? If your action camera that you have is really thick, it may have issues, or if it's really tall, it may have issues because it's got to fit in there. So as long as it's close to a GoPro, and I'm guessing they say there's an optional bracket that you can get, so that's an option, I guess. But for GoPros, it works good. Now, if you want to be able to use all the buttons, that's not going to work with like an Akaso because it doesn't have that built into it. So is that a big deal? No, I was just starting it from here and then I'd go do my stuff. It's not that far, right? So sure, this is convenient. And for this to work with the GoPro, you do have to use the Feiyu Tech app. So I tried to do it inside the actual GoPro app to connect something, but it requires the Feiyu Tech app. And you do need to have the information that's on your GoPro for like Wi-Fi connectivity. So the name of your GoPro and your GoPro's Wi-Fi password. So that's in the settings in your GoPro, but it'll require that for the Feiyu Tech app to connect to it. But it worked great. Does it work on a 8 and a 9? I don't know. 8, I would say for sure. 9, I don't know. But 5, 6, 7, and 8 should be good to go. Is it a worthy purchase? If you want stability, yeah. And if you use your action camera a lot, let's say even like you're a skier or something like that, or someone with action sports, I think this is also going to give you that added stability for especially even like that movement of up and down that even a GoPro really has problems with. So, you know, that's just that walking motion out there that I was doing, that's just normal. And that's really hard to stabilize with any kind of camera that has electronic image stabilization. I thought it helped. For sure it helped. All right, guys, if you got $100 to spend and you want something that just take that gimbal action camera kind of combo up a little notch, even if you're like what I was doing, getting those low shots, how do you do that properly? Really with just a selfie stick, or those like nice crane shots where you could go up. Now that was just one take. I was like, I'm just gonna do it because I'm not gonna show you just perfection. I try it like 9 times and be like, this is what you can do every time you get. No, this was me just boom. Is it better? Yeah, for sure. I think it's if you want a gimbal for your action camera, it does the trick. It's good. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. Links down below. Have at her. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna go warm up. Think coffee's in order. Yeah. All right, my friends. Later.